Thank you for participating. We are not evaluating you in any way, but we are learning from you about your transportation experience and what works and doesn't work for you. With this, we hope we can make our product better for people like you. There are no right or wrong answers to any of the questions I'm asking in this study. We're just simply interested in understanding how you get around. We will conduct this study mostly as a discussion. I'll ask you questions, and I'm interested in hearing your stories and experiences. You can talk about things you like or don't like. Feel free to say anything that comes to your mind. We will record a little video of you so that I can go back and review things later and make sure we get everything right. So how does it all sound to you? So would you please tell us your name and tell us a little bit about what you do?
My name is Christian Levinsky. I'm from Chicago, and I'm in the remodeling industry for home and commercial. I'm licensed as a general contractor, so I do a lot of various tasks in my field.
That's great. So do you use any means of transportation in your work?
Yes, I do.
What kind?
I use my personal vehicle for work and personal use, which is a Toyota Corolla. It's a Toyota Prius.
You use the same transportation in your personal use, right?
Yes, I do, for greater efficiency.
Okay. Do you use it every day?
Yes.
All right. So can you do your work without driving your Toyota Prius?
No, I can't.
So it's necessity for you then?
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's very good. So are you satisfied with your current means of transportation at work? Let's see.
Yes, greatly.
At work you do? Okay.
Yes, I am.
So can you tell us why?
Well, I like the efficiency of my vehicle. I could get around. It's compact. Parking is a little easier than if I had a truck or a pickup truck, which I used to have a cargo van in the past. And I think the car's comfortable using it because I'm in it a lot. And I like how it looks. Mm-hmm. And it's efficient on gas, on fuel.
So you have the same transportation in your personal life. Are you satisfied with the same car in your personal life?
Yeah, yes I am. And I could.
For the same reasons, or there are different reasons that you're happy?
Same reasons. It's roomy because it's like a station wagon version.
What exactly the brand of your, exactly the make of your car?
It's a Prius, Toyota Prius, and it's like a station wagon. It has a hatch in the back, and I could fit a lot of items there, even my toolboxes, or for personal reasons, groceries, or household items, and my family, my 2 young children sit in the back.
Okay. What kind of transportation would you rather use in your personal life if you had a chance to upgrade your car, for example? Would you change that car? Would you get a different car?
I'm satisfied with what I have right now. I haven't given thought to that, but I think I would stay with the same vehicle, or a newer model. Mine is a 2012, and it's 2015 now, so I would probably replace it with the same vehicle as of now. But as far as work goes, it may be more to utilize a larger vehicle in my work, like a pickup truck. I like the more space that's in a pickup truck, but it's not as efficient, like I said. So and it's more expensive for fuel and other reasons. That's probably why I don't choose a pickup.
I see. That's good. Would you rather use public transportation over personal automobile?
No, not today.
Why?
Because I couldn't do my work with public transportation. I usually carry things with me, toolboxes or cargo, that I need for work. So I couldn't efficiently do that on public transportation.
How about your personal life?
The same thing. I need flexibility, and I need to be somewhere quick.
Okay. Which means of transportation is the cheapest and most economic for you?
Yes, it would be with my hybrid vehicle, because I do a lot of traveling, like I mentioned, probably 20,000 miles a year, which is a lot. Right. And I get better savings with the fuel, so yes, it's more efficient.
Very good. Which means of transportation is the safest for you?
I believe my car is pretty safe. I feel safe there with it. with the modern safety features.
Okay.
You know, there's probably safer cars that I know of, but it's suitable for me right now.
Sounds good. You already said that you have 2 kids, so let me ask you a question. If you did not have kids, would you have a different means of transportation in your personal life?
Would I have? That's a good question. It could be so, but I like compact vehicles, so even if it wasn't a larger vehicle like the station wagon version, or you know, it would still be a 4-door compact vehicle. I like efficiency and compactness of a car.
Would you tell us like a make, a model of the car would you rather have?
Maybe a Toyota Corolla, something. I like Toyotas.
You would still go Toyota, okay. So what is the most important thing for you in a car?
Well, the most important thing is that it's in good working condition. It's reliable.
So what is the least important thing for you in a car?
Luxury features, like a sunroof or you know, expensive luxury car. I don't need that. Even if I could afford it,
I understand.
I wouldn't need it, I don't think.
Very good. Does the cleaner mode of transportation matter to you? You mentioned about hybrid cars, so does it really matter?
Yeah.
Can you explain us why?
It matters in the sense that it's better for the environment, which is good, you know, and it's cheaper on fuel, and you know, it's good for everybody.
Does the prestige of the car matter to you?
Not too much.
So if, for example, your neighbor has a more luxurious car than you have, would that fact push you in purchasing a more expensive car that even if you cannot afford?
I don't think so. Not necessarily.
Okay. So let's talk about your traveling experience. Do you like to travel?
Do you mean by vehicle? Yes.
Yes, using transportation. You do. So when you travel, how often do you travel?
Every day.
Meaning like to different locations other than home and work?
Yes.
Do you travel once a month, every year?
Every day.
So
for personal reasons?
Personal reasons, yes, for pleasure. Do you like travel?
You know, just maybe every weekend with the families, you know, somewhere local.
Okay.
Destination.
So why do you go local?
Because my car can't fly.
So what places would you like to go if there was not local destinations? Which places would you rather go?
Would I like to go?
Yeah.
I like the West Coast, you know, California, Seattle, Washington State, stuff like that. Montana.
How about international travel?
International travel is good too. So,
the means of transportation do you usually do when you travel? Is it usually a car or any other transportation?
Mostly a car.
All right.
Yes.
And probably going international, that would be a airplane.
Flying an airplane.
Does current transportation you currently have limit your choice of travel destination?
Yeah, in the sense that I can't go, you know, within a couple 100 miles, you know, because we have young children. So it kind of does.
So you travel with your family mostly?
I do.
Okay. So what does transportation mean to you when you travel? It's a way to go from one place to another, or it's a part of your traveling experience?
Both. You know, it's enjoyable to travel, and it's a necessary tool to get there. So it's all combined together, you know, and you try to make a good experience when you're out there in the vehicle, you know.
Very good. Can you describe...
Try not to argue or have temperamental moments, and just enjoy the nice day.
Of course. Can you describe your best traveling experience using some sort of transportation?
Best experience is when I get home safely with my family. But besides that, for instance, when I was bringing my wife home from Seattle, we were traveling on Interstate 90 through Montana, I think, And after we stayed in Coeur d'Alene, Utah, we were given a shortcut recommendation through an Indian reservation that would save us some time, but we had a large U-Haul trailer behind the car. We went through the shortcut. To make a long story short, it was not a shortcut. It took longer. We almost ran out of fuel. There were a variety of animals on the roadway. The pavement ended. And it was just a great adventure for us. We enjoyed the memory and experience, although it probably took us 4 times longer, and a lot of worry and headache in the middle of the night.
So you kind of answered my other question too, about the unusual experience that you had using your transportation.
Mostly, yeah, that's a good unusual experience to go with that.
But can you give us some examples when you totally hated your traveling experience because the transportation you had to use? Were there any, past experiences like that?
Yes, I would say so. Does it have to be in my vehicle or just generally traveling in any
Generally,
vehicle?
yes. Like, for example, it may be some samples from work, some examples from work.
Well, also, I'm licensed in driving a semi-tractor trailer, and I used to do that when I was younger in my profession. And I was in like Oregon State, and we were delivering a load, and I was just a new driver, and this road was dark at night, and it was winding up a large hill. It felt like almost a mountain, and we were looking for a little driveway, which we missed it in the middle of the night. And this road was obviously a residential road winding up, and we got to the point where we couldn't make the radius of the turn with this large truck, so we had to back down. And as we were backing down, we almost went into the cliff, and my partner said, if this truck goes over the cliff, he quits and he's flying home. So we had to turn it away from the cliff, and we got stuck on the opposite side of the road in a ditch. So at 3, 4 in the morning, we just had no choice but to shut down there and go to sleep. And then we woke up after we felt this tugging. There was like a farmer pulling us out with his tractor while we were still sleeping. He was dragging us out of the ditch, and he said this happens all the time.
Wow, that was very dangerous experience, I would say.
Yeah, it was dangerous, kind of frightful.
Okay, then.
And I didn't want my partner to abandon me.
I'm glad everything went good on that trip.
Thank you.
And you're safe now, and you can talk to me. Okay, let me ask you a few questions about the future. Like, imagine different means of transportation in the future. So, what kind of means of transportation would you like to have? Can you describe it?
In the future?
In the future.
Instantaneous would be great.
Like, is it going to be a car, an airplane? What would be your transportation? What would you rather have?
I would have a car instantaneous travel, like the speed of light. That would be wonderful.
Okay, that was actually my next question.
My problem of time, not being on time to things. I could just hop in my car and I'll be there in a second. When I say I'll be there in a second, I'll be there in a second.
That's great.
With this kind of travel.
That would be great. But also, in that case, would you miss that excitement part of traveling experience? Because you wouldn't really travel. You would be in the destination instantly.
I think I would get all the rush I need by going the speed of light. That would be like, wow.
So you wouldn't really miss that traveling experience
that
much.
I could be everywhere anytime, and I could have more opportunities to travel if I could travel the speed of light. Like I could go to China, Russia, Poland, Ukraine, Seattle all in one day. Jeez, who would want to do that?
Right. So let me ask you a question. If I had an automobile company and I said I could design a future car for you, what would you ask me to make for you? What features should I add to that future car that current cars don't have?
Yeah, just like I said, it would be nice to have. I mean, they don't have to have any other features if they put that speed of light feature in there, because there's no time to listen to the radio. There's just enough time to put your seatbelt in and press the go button, and then you're there. So speed of light feature is all I need. I don't even need automatic windows. Brakes probably won't help. So, and wheels, don't need them.
And you wouldn't need a driver's license as well.
Maybe you do.
Okay.
I don't know what they're going to say in the future.
So, but here's another question. Let's say there is a telepathic way of traveling. Would you do that?
Sure, that would be great.
So, kind of
Yeah.
travel with the strengths of your mind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Wow, that's great. Okay, is there anything we haven't talked about? Would you like to ask questions?
Just the telepathic, that's a philosophical kind of question too, you know, and maybe theological, because you know, I'm a practicing Catholic, and we just, when I was in the seminary, we discussed you know, life in heaven a little bit, because we're spiritual beings, and even Christ was in the flesh, and he was able to, you know, walk through walls, and he was still hungry as a normal man, so he wasn't a ghost, and he was able to be places, you know, appear in places like he was in heaven, and he came to meet his apostles. So we learned that in heaven there is such a thing as, if you think telepathically or think with your mind where you want to be, you will be there in that instant. So that is, you know, a reality that may not be in our earthly reality, but it is a reality. You know, kind of a celestial, eternal reality.
That's very interesting. Well, thank you very much for your time, and I would like to give you your compensation now.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
This is
It was
great.
a pleasure.
That's it?
Thank you.
Just kidding. Thank you.